That was back whenever I was using my Home Depot credit card quite a bit.
I love buying tools.
Yeah, so do I. Fucking, yeah, and fuck you, by the way.
Hey, welcome to the podcast. I'm Chris, and sitting next to me, my beautiful co-host, Buck.
What's happening, everybody?
We are Matters Not. Buck, why are you telling me to go fuck myself?
Well, I fucking sat yesterday. I had a big list of shit I needed to get done, and I've been working on my job box a little bit here and there in between other shit, and I got the top of it. I did like a little, put a bunch of quotes on my box, and then I drew a picture, I drew a nice rose, put that on the top of it, and then inside my lid, I keep, like, you remember at the last place we worked, I had a wall that had a bunch of pictures.
Yeah.
Like, it's just my thing. I do like a little collage of fucking pictures and memories.
2 years for a picture of me get on there, but you know.
You've been on my box from the second I did it, though, so fuck off.
Joy!
I got, like, at the last place we worked, I had a whole collage of photos from different periods and just different things that happened. And then whenever I redid my box the first time, inside the lid, I put a collage, a bunch of photos and shit. Well, then I had some of our friends, wonderful, gracious guys, sandblast my box, and they repainted it for me, clear coated it. And then I started doing up the lid of the box. And then once I got done with that, I printed off a bunch of new photos to put inside of the lid of my box. I needed to laminate them. So I'm like, where the fuck am I going to do this at? I got my bed, the TV. You've been telling me about this show, Game of Thrones.
I know, dude. It's
never
the
heard
best
of it.
thing on TV right now.
Yeah.
You're
never
like 10
heard
years
of it.
late.
Yeah, no.
Maybe even more than that.
Well, we had the conversation before that I'm not really, like, I'm bad about staying away from the thing the crowd's doing. I'll be like, fuck that shit. It's gay. I'm not doing that. That shit is, I don't want to do it. It's horrible. That show sucks. That song sucks when everybody's consuming it. And then I'll come back like 10 years later and I'll be like, yo, this is pretty dope. You ever heard of it? And people are like,
Dude, I'm pretty sure that Caleb's mother was watching that show before we got divorced. So it's been a while, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, anyways, you've been telling me about it, so I get all my photos that I had printed out. I got my little laminator or whatever the fuck you call it.
have you gotten to the point where Jon Snow died yet?
Why the fuck would you do that for, you fucking piece of shit, dude? That's horrible of you.
I might just be lying because I know that Jon Snow's your favorite character. I don't know. You'll have to wait and see.
Man,
It's such a good episode.
dude.
No. Listen. I did not spoil anything because there's way more to this. You'll find out.
Dude, I don't like you.
Oh, come on, Buck.
I need to join a different podcast.
Oh,
dude.
well, this is the last episode of Matters Not.
This is the final episode, the final voyage. Fuck you and fuck you.
Man, the two fuck yous for me, one at the beginning of the podcast and one at the end of the podcast.
Yes. But no, I set up the little laminating machine and I got my photos out and I'm trimming up the photos, and I thought Game of Thrones. The reason I thought it is because in my bedroom, that's where I put my throne. So I put my throne in the corner next to my TV. I'm set up on the bed. I'm cutting out photos and laminating them and shit. And I'm like, Chris been telling me about this fucking show, Game of Thrones, and that I need to watch it. And it's right up my alley. So
yeah.
I bought all 8 seasons.
You bought them?
Yeah.
Good for you. I would just got HBO Max for like a month, but
No.
fair enough.
Fuck a subscription.
No,
They
no.
can suck my dick. I'm not fucking subscribing to HBO Max.
But
for
bro,
what?
there's so much more on HBO than just
I
Game
don't
of Thrones.
give a fuck, dude. I'm not getting trapped into this loop of I
Yeah.
need these subscriptions. And
Well, yeah, but they've got The Wire, they've got 6 Feet Under, they've got
what would be all the
Sopranos.
what would be all the different cable providers back in the day? There was Comcast, but what else was there?
Dude, I mean, different regions had different. I mean,
Would there be multiple like internet or cable providers back in the day in the same area?
yeah, I think
All right,
so.
well,
Well,
what's a couple
maybe
different
not.
names?
I mean, there was Comcast, there was DirecTV, Dish Network.
All right, perfect. All right, would you have Dish Network and fucking Comcast at the same time back in the day? Because that's pretty much what we're having now. Like all these different like subscription based things. Like in the beginning, they all touted that no ads and you get to watch these whatever shows, and fucking like you'd be like, all right, I'm gonna get Comcast, but you wouldn't get Comcast and Dish and DirecTV. You wouldn't have them all.
Yeah, but they all had the same thing on it.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. There might be one weird channel like that wasn't on one.
Well, that's a per capita thing. That's a per capita argument. Think about it. Back in the day, there wasn't as much content.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's like 150 times more fucking content. So essentially, you get 3 different channels. If you got like,
I feel like there's more content because YouTube has more content. There's more people like us doing.
Dude, there's more shows. There's more everything.
I mean, I agree. There's more content.
Celebrities. There's more music.
Think it's because there's YouTube. Because you have YouTube celebrities.
YouTube,
sure, it is.
It's not. No, dude. There's fucking more shows on fucking. Like Paramount has a long list of different shows that they do.
Yeah, but those are all on like NBC or ABC or whatever the fucking.
Dude, we're getting off. We do this shit.
It's fine. We're allowed.
Yeah,
it's our podcast. Right. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
All right.
That's right. Fuck you and fuck you.
Anyways, I sat down. I bought all 8 seasons. I think it's 8.
I think 6.
You're full of shit. It's 8. I know it's more than 6.
I think it's 6.
Google.
Hey Siri, how many seasons of Game of Thrones are there? Oh, you're right, 8.
Okay. Booyaka.
Booyaka. Booyaka.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, I sat down to watch it, and the next thing you know, I'm done laminating and I'm laid back on the pillow, and I'm like, I watched the whole first season and I'm 2 episodes into the second season.
It's so good.
I binged for I just got stuck in this 10-hour, 9-hour marathon of watching a show. I haven't done that in ages. It's absurd.
It's such a good show. It's so binge.
It is really fucking good. And right now, you spoiled several things for people. One being who my favorite character was. We didn't get to build up to that.
Don't
we
worry.
had it in the script, dude. We was supposed to build up to it.
I'm telling you here, like, you are going to text me with another fuck you. All right. And then an hour later, probably not even, maybe 20 minutes, you're going to give me another fuck you.
Okay.
Because the show's phenomenal. It's so good. Even though they did get a lot of shit for the last season, but I firmly believe it was because there was such a long gap between what I now know as season 7 and season 8, which is the last season, because there was like a year and a half that there was nothing.
Yeah, but that's normal now too.
That's true.
That's
Stranger
fucking
Things
weird.
did that shit. Well, I think this was because the writer's strike was going on. I'm pretty sure that happened during that time period.
I don't know. What I do know is that so far, I really like Jon Snow, and is his name Sam, the heavyset guy that's his buddy.
Yep. They both go to the wall together.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That divides the north.
Well, they didn't go together. It was
right. That's where they met.
Yeah, and but yeah, dude, it was really good. Those are the characters I like the most. And then Daenerys' brother, I fucking hated him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just seemed like a little worm.
I mean, you hated him, right? So he's gone.
Dude, you're spoiling it for
Fuck
people.
You shut up.
Dude, hey guys, I'm sorry. Spoiler alert. I know the show is new for a lot of people. Chris is just gonna spoil shit without warning. So spoiler alert for the rest of the fucking episode.
What is it you always tell me? Like, you know what you know, but you live in your own little bubble.
Yeah,
that's what you're doing right now.
Yeah,
because everyone else in the world has already seen this. Everyone, you're the last remaining.
Dude, that's kind of cool to like. Some people are really happy about being the first. Dude, I'm the last. I am the last.
Yeah, you're definitely the last.
This. Anyways, I fucking couldn't stand Daenerys' brother so far, and then we've talked about a thing before with like people in the workplace. Like, I used to say this shit that people leave, but there's a spirit there's some people are just fodder and the filler and all that shit, but there's certain spirits that like occupy your work group. And like every work group has like the village idiot, all right? Or with in this show, like it kind of felt like Daenerys's brother, which I don't even remember his fucking name. He kind of occupied like a role as like this about to be royal fucking worm. And like as soon as he's gone, then Joffrey fills that fucking spirit. But so I don't like him just the same, obviously. I'm sure everybody had that same feeling, little fucking weasel.
I mean, I feel like every show needs a bad guy in it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like there's plenty of fucking bad guys. There's no shortage of bad guys in this fucking show.
Not at all. Yeah,
is this the show that set off Jason Momoa? That's Jason Momoa, right? That like
yes, he is. Yeah, Daenerys' husband. What is his fucking name?
I don't remember.
Dragar? No, that's
Drago or
Drago. There we go. Drago. Yes.
Is this the thing that set his career off?
I don't know his entire career, but I know that's what I feel like. That's the first time I remember seeing him, and then he became Aquaman.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say you're probably right about that.
Anyway, I fucking love the show. Is pretty sweet, and you were on point. Is definitely right up my alley.
So good.
And you're not the first person to fucking sit and tell me, "Hey, dude, why haven't you seen it?" Because like everybody's like, they know, everybody that knows me knows I'm into all this fantastical weird shit and all this stuff. And yeah, it's
well,
right
yeah,
up
you
my
bought
alley.
a throne, and the show's called Game of Thrones. That is right up your fucking alley.
It kind of seemed like it. I couldn't hold back anymore. I needed to watch it.
It took me, I think, 3 seasons before I actually got into it.
I kind of like that back whenever I was into like binging shows, and the shit used to piss me off. Like, if we're not gonna do the whole everybody like how back in the day, I remember when Walking Dead was big. I got into that after the like when season 2 started, and a buddy of mine talked me into it, and I always liked the way there was like a community around watching it. Like I would go to work and we would talk about the episode we would just watch, and then we'd be like, I can't wait for next weekend. And it was like this, there was this community even locally, but now there's so much content and everybody's on a different page now or with a different subscription or on a different show or whatever. Everybody does this thing where they're like, you should watch my show. This is so great. And that person's like, I'm actually watching this right now. This is great. You should check it out. And then people watch it like 5 years later or whatever. But I don't know. Like, I kind of miss the community to it. So I like now, or not now, but whenever I was binging shows, I liked whenever they would drop, like, or whenever I would get into one several seasons in, then I'd just binge it.
I mean, with this one, I think it's the way to go because I went through it after watching it in its entirety the first time, and I was on board of watching every Sunday night.
Yeah.
And then I went back and watched it from season 1 to the end of
so
season 8.
So this probably come out whenever that was still a thing. Like when they would just drop an episode every...
Oh, yeah.
It was like a
Sunday.
normal thing. It wasn't like the way they do it now where they just drop a whole season.
I mean, that's all of HBO, though. I mean, I'm watching Euphoria on HBO, and it comes on every Sunday. New episodes.
But is there still like a community around that shit? Like,
I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's still people in the workplace that want to, or that still talk about whatever good shows on Sunday night. My problem is someone that approaches me like, oh, you have to see the show. Instantly, I'm like, I guarantee this is probably garbage. I'm such a fucking not tight ass. I'm such a
movie nerd
snob when it comes to TV,
cinema, movies. And TV.
Yes, I want the creme de la creme. I don't want some bullshit ass like Joel. He loves B movies. I can't stand them.
Really?
I want something that's well written, well acted, that's gonna get awards like crazy. That's how I can stop. I can suspend disbelief. But if I see some bullshit writing and some bullshit acting, I'm just judging the entire time. Like, why do they do that shot? Couldn't they get a better actor? Couldn't they take another fucking take and do a better acting job than that?
Do we have to put up with this? I mean, can't we get a better actor? I know it's a small part, but I think we can do better than this.
I always used to like shitty movies. Like whenever I was a kid, like Sci-Fi Channel was like one of my favorite channels whenever I was a kid. and that was the home of the shitty sci-fi movie. This is back before Sharknado made it popular to like shitty movies. Because there was always some weird monster that was a combination of things that would move. Like they had Piranhaconda. Whenever I was a kid, I fucking loved that. There was always or like back in the day there was this movie called Komodo. It was like on the
Komodo dragon.
Yeah, it was about like on the island of, I think the island's called Komodo in real life.
You're right.
And it's got all the Komodo dragons, and like these fuckers are there, I guess scientists and shit, and all these Komodo dragons fuck people up. Do you know there's a fence? I'm pretty sure I read that there's a fence on the island of Komodo where like you're not supposed to go outside of this fence or you will fucking die because there's so many Komodo dragons and they'll fuck you up. I don't know if it's true.
I mean, it could be. They're pretty dangerous animals, creatures, reptiles, whatever you want to call them.
Speaking of animals and creatures, dude, it's more about, I guess, language.
What did you just pull out?
A brochure.
What?
Yeah, it's a brochure. I was at Rural King.
Okay.
I'll start this with saying I went today to my daughter's birthday party. Take it easy. Be careful. But anyways,
should have had him join the podcast.
Yeah, dude. Hey,
like,
fucking I'll go get you $10. You join the podcast. Tell us about your life.
Yeah, why do you need $10 from us?
I don't even care why you need the $10. Like, dude, you don't have to lie to me. Like,
yeah. We don't just tell us the truth.
I would totally, if I was in like a bad situation, I would totally be doing drugs and drinking alcohol with every bit of money I got. I don't think my life would get better. If I was already that deep in the hole, I don't know that my life would get better. Unless it was like some kind of outside intervention and somebody like stuck me in a hole somewhere.
Oh, all right, enough, you broken record, okay? I've been down here 2 weeks, man, what do you want?
It'd be the only way my life would get better.
Go back to the whole Charlie Sheen. Have you seen that documentary that came out maybe a few months ago?
No.
I mean, you're just on Game of Thrones. We'll talk
Give
in
me
5 years or 10 years.
10 years,
we'll talk
I'll
about
catch it.
Well, there's like this thing watching Charlie Sheen in that documentary where it's like you see him spiraling and there's something very poetic about it and something real punk rock that like really hits me in a certain spot where it's like, man, that guy lived to the fucking edge and survived to talk about it, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, that is not the healthiest fucking lifestyle to live, clearly. But let's get on with your pamphlet. Let's hear it.
All right. It's not even that big of a deal, but like I had to go to, it was my daughter's birthday. It was her 11th birthday. Amaya, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
But I went to her birthday party, and after the birthday party, I left and I stopped at Royal King. I needed to get some new pants for work. And I wanted to try out their carpenter pants, whatever. So I go get a pile of those. And then as I'm at the register, I see these brochures for all these different animal shit, like for Ohio. I see this one. Freshwater Fishes of Ohio.
Okay.
Dude, I thought fish was plural and singular. Why does it say fishes?
I mean, yeah, you gotta have a good point. I wasn't even picking up what you're laying down. Fish.
Are they wrong or am I fucking stupid?
I think they're wrong. Yeah, it would be.
Let's get Google, dude.
The plural for fish is fish. So Ohio's wrong. Or whoever sells that is wrong.
Why use fishes then?
Because they're fucking idiots. This is the world we're living in, right?
Oh, hold up. Hold up. I know what it is.
Stop.
I know what it is.
What? Is it by Rural King? Is that why?
No. Maybe. All right. The plural of one kind of fish might be fish, but where this is multiple kinds of fish.
I still think it's fish.
Fishes. I don't know, dude. I feel like I found something stupid or I'm stupid.
Hold on. All right. Hey, Siri. The word fishes, is it correct or incorrect? The word fishes is the plural form of fish, and it refers to more than one individual of any species of fish. Although the plural fish is more common and usually preferred, that doesn't mean the word fishes is incorrect. So there we go. There we go. Technically, that's not wrong then. So you weren't too far off though either.
Dude, I thought I found something.
What were we gonna do? Send him a tweet?
Yeah, dude.
Like y'all are fucking idiots.
You fucking dumbasses, dude. And here I am looking like a jackass.
That's what's so good about this podcast. We both look like idiots.
Yeah, I reckon.
We don't
I don't know that that's good for us.
I don't give a fuck. I'm happy with Miss being me lately, bro.
Yeah.
So the fishes of Ohio apparently isn't incorrect.
Yeah.
Yep. They ain't
I
wrong.
wonder if they got shark on here.
Why would they have shark?
Have you not seen this shit across the news about the 2 shark that are swimming up the Ohio River?
No, I haven't. Like
Up or
you with
down?
Game of Thrones, I do not pay attention to the news.
I don't see bull shark. Nope.
Well, I mean, if it's just one, then I don't know if
Oh,
they would
hold
make the pamphlet or 2.
I've caught one of these, either this long nose. I've caught one of those with my bare hands.
A gar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever I worked on the river,
Okay.
I was working on a dry dock and it was coming up out of the water and I seen this motherfucker swimming. And he was like, the dock was coming up at like an angle and I was on the stairs and I seen this motherfucker. He was he's being dumb. I mean, he's a fishes, but fucking, he was trying to figure out which way to go. And so he was swimming in circles and I'm like, dude, the water's getting shallower. And it's like knee deep and he still don't know which way to go. And he's kept trying to swim up the current, which like the one end of the dock is almost out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's out of the water at this point, and he kept trying to swim up that way. And I'm like, fuck, the water's getting shallower, like where my feet would go if I went in after him. And it's like knee deep. It's like over my boot. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm going for it. And I went running in and everybody's like dying laughing. I'm chasing after this fucking gar and I grab a hold of the son of a bitch. Dude, he's slimy as fuck too. It was hard to keep a hold of him. And I was scared he was going to bite me. He's got like these fucked up teeth. Like it was a big motherfucker. But yeah, I caught him barehanded.
Mm.
It was cool.
Fantastic story.
Dude, shut the fuck up, dude. You ever caught a fish with your bare hand, dude?
No.
The only person I know to do it was Tim Allen in Jungle to Jungle.
Yeah, right? I mean, that's the only person I know that ever did it with his bare hands.
Yep.
Tim Allen in Jungle to Jungle.
That's an old reference.
Yes, it is. I saw
love
that in movie theaters when I was a kid.
Did you?
Yeah, dude, me and my brother went.
Dude, you're old as fuck.
I'm very old.
You know what
42?
I seen? Dude, you know what? Fracture. That I seen that in theaters.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
You've never seen Fracture with Anthony Hopkins where he, spoiler, kills his wife? He kills his wife and the whole thing is pretty much, I think it's got the Gosling dude, Ryan Gosling. And Anthony Hopkins kills his wife and he's also like, he's like an engineer, really like a brilliant mind. And he like goes through the whole court system and he about gets his way out of it. And then Gosling comes in as a hero.
Fucking Ryan Gosling there to
Yeah, dude.
fuck it all up.
Been a hero for a long time.
Yep. He sure has ever since the Mickey Mouse Club. Mm-hmm.
Was he in the Mickey Mouse Club?
Yeah, him, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, and Justin Timberlake all in the Mickey Mouse Club together.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got that I was watching Pop Culture Jeopardy the other day. That was one of the questions for it.
Dude, you're a fucking dork.
I am. Very much so. You said you're working on the river, right?
Yeah, well, on the dry docks.
On the dry docks.
Yeah, that was like a long, very miserable part. It wasn't that long. It was like a year and a half. I actually work with a kid now that did the same job, worked under the same guy. Our old boss that now left the last place we was at. It was his uncle kind of trained me and I worked under him whenever I was on the river. And this guy that started working with us recently, he worked and did a lot of the same shit that I did back in the day. And we were kind of like commiserating, I think is his word I use.
You got it. Nailed it.
We were both commiserating over like the misery of that job, but then also like that shit, like dry dock work, I think right now is probably the hardest shit I've ever had to do. Consistently the hardest shit. Like just like, fuck, man, you got like a 16-pound sledgehammer and you're swinging that shit sideways on a fucking 18-inch, 20-inch nut that's holding a fucking rudder on, trying to crack that motherfucker loose. Like, it is fucking horrible. Or just cranking fucking chain falls and come alongs endlessly for like hours. Fucking dude, we'd have like 4 rosebuds, big rosebuds. I'm not talking about little rosebuds up in a quart nozzle, heating up a wheel, propeller, big ass fucking propeller. They call it a wheel, heating up a fucking wheel. And dude, fucking face shields, just like dark face shields, just melting whenever you're fucking done. It's dude, thinking about that has me thinking about this shit. It's kind of funny, like all the times I've listened to different people commenting online, or whether it's like different podcasters or whatever, especially in the fight world, but mostly regarding athletics. Like, they talk about all these athletes and all the misery they go through to like entertain us for these jobs. And like, you'll see like some, whether it's a fighter or whatever, they're going through the whole sauna thing, and like, you'll hear Rogan talk, yeah, he spent so many days, like, or he's talking about himself, like, spent so much time in this fucking sauna, it is miserable, and like talking about the grind that the mindset somebody has to go through to suffer for this period of time to be able to cut weight so they can make the fight, or whatever struggle these athletes do to make it through this thing that they have to do for their competition. But it's like, and like the fans, you'll like read the comments, and all these fucking people are like, yeah, so-and-so's such a fucking badass, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, dude, you probably have a badass at home that you see every fucking day that gets no roses at all. Like, the dry dock alone, like, watch all these boys just fucking killing themselves to get this job done for next to no money. Or whenever I worked at the steel mill, back in the day, there's this old school steel mill. So old school at the time. I think they've updated all their processes now, but back in the day, they used to have a fucking cannon that took giant shotgun slugs, and they would shoot, like, they'd plug the fucking furnace with these like graphite plugs. Well, sometimes those plugs would get seized, like they couldn't get them out with their normal way of like busting it open. They had these what they call tapping bars, and it's pretty much like 1.25 inch pipe. And they'd have like a bar shoved in them, and this pipe would run on these rollers that was like electrified. And then they'd just like sit there and bang, bang, like just roll it back and forth. You'd have 2 or 3 guys on a bar just smashing into this fucking plug until it comes out. And then all the material comes out of the furnace, goes into the ladle. They're on this tapping deck, is what they call it. And like, it's hot as fuck. A thermostat or thermometer can't survive up there. Plastic and all this bullshit, whatever. If it can melt, it's gonna melt on this deck. Boots melting, all this shit. And then you get some company dickhead roll through, and he's like, I want you guys to wear wool jackets. It's unsafe. And like, I remember one summer, dude, it was like 60 guys or more across the summer fell out because of being overheated. Oh yeah. And it's like thinking about that, the dry dock and all that shit, like, you see all these people get all these roses online, or whether if they're speaking with their friends, like, yeah, so-and-so is badass, they would go through all this shit. And it's like, dude, your dad's a badass. Your uncle's a badass. Your brother's a badass. Your so-and-so, your mom, your whoever's a badass. Like, you should see the suffering they go through, and they get no flowers. They get no roses. They get very little respect. It's like, there's a fucking horde of people out here that, like, all the attention needs to drop off these motherfuckers that are doing this shit for millions of dollars, and needs to be pointed back at people that everybody sees daily.
Well, yeah, because they were all doing the shit when it was really fucking hardcore, where now all the safety's fucking involved with it.
Dude, it's still motherfuckers, like...
Dude, I remember like I was working at a steel mill as an outside contractor, and we were doing a trial for a ladle shroud, basically where they fucking open up the tundish where the steel comes out.
Wait, so you've seen them use these bars?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And that's the problem. They were fucking getting plugged up, so they'd have to fucking put those bars up there. Yeah, put them up. And man, those motherfuckers, whenever that shit was happening, they were loving it. They're like, yeah, we're about to wake the fuck up now because this is hardcore shit. Yeah. But man, you'd see them fucking put that bar up there to pry that shit loose or open it up. And once it did, it just was fucking going everywhere, man. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. And then you're up at the because they're up in Cleveland where I was at, there was a pulpit up there where you could.
What was the steel mill?
It was ArcelorMittal at the time. Now it's Cleveland Cliffs.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. It's pretty, it's a little bit thrilling when shit like that's going down. Not for me though, when you're like the salesman and they're like, why is this shit fucking up? And I'm like, man.
You get angry production workers that are like, dude, this is making my life miserable.
Oh no, legit. Because they'll be like, get that shit out of here, put the other shit back in. We're not fucking around with this. It's over. We ain't fucking around with you. We want to keep this.
Yeah, because you're fucking killing them.
Oh yeah, dude. They
Like,
want
if you
those
send
fucking
them
bonuses,
bullshit-
man.
Yeah.
Yep. They want those production numbers up. Yeah, man. You ain't wrong. But I mean, yeah, dude. I heard stories about fucking people dying back in the day. But I also think, I don't know, like in the time that I was in the industry, I don't really feel like much changed too much as far as safety went from the time I got in to the time I got out.
Are you including even your time where we worked together?
Mhm.
I think that depends on where you go, because the company we worked for dealt like towards the end specifically. A lot of the places we was going to was more the higher end, like bigger name mills,
That's true.
and a lot of the old school motherfuckers like we didn't really fuck with as much as far as showing up for them. You know what I mean? Like being there at the plants.
Yeah.
Because like the one that I went to where I got gassed, that was an old motherfucker, and we had a safety incident the fucking day one, and like I about died, and fucking our boss was like, we're never going back there again. Even though I was like, dude, that place was cool. Like I love that town, Bridgeville, PA. If you're ever homeless, go to Bridgeville, PA.
Wow, that's an endorsement. Hey,
Yeah.
you want to get that guy on the mongoose back over here? Let him know. Dude, you're in the wrong place. You got to go to Bridgeville,
Yeah,
PA.
dude, you got to go to Bridgeville, dude. You could just sit, dude. I'm serious, man. We was sitting outside of Wendy's, and it wasn't just this incident. There was several different incidents with like homeless people, but like that dude had to have been given like 5 different bags of food, and I couldn't imagine how much money he was handing, because I seen everybody that dropped food off to him also handed him money, and then people that didn't drop food off to him, they handed him money as well. Just in 30 minutes, like I think like 6 or 7 different people like dropped this dude shit, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude, I knew a guy that did a high school project where he went downtown Cleveland. He just said he got an old blanket, covered himself up, put a cup in front of him, and that was it. No sign or anything. And he said he made more that day than he has his entire life.
Dude, I have an idea.
Podcast idea coming.
That's it, dude.
You want to say?
A Milwaukee battery bank
Uh-huh.
hidden under a blanket, and then we just set up and podcast as homeless people.
No one's going to give a shit.
No, just
You got these mics, fucking mixer, an iPad recording us.
we might get arrested. Somebody might arrest us and be like, "Where'd you steal this shit?"
Oh, God. Yeah, that'd be a funny story. No, we're podcasters. This is just something we're doing.
This is an experiment. It's
Man,
art, dude.
Huntington Cops would be like, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to, I do not need to be dealing with this bullshit right now. Fucking 2 assholes on the street acting like homeless guys doing a podcast, clearly not doing a good job of it. Oh, man. So what else has been new, man?
I'm not really too much. I mean, fucking with my box, fucking with the house, fucking around at work.
Mm.
There's not really much besides that.
Mm.
I still looking for. I think I might have found a kitchen table. Just shopping around for shit, and then yeah, just fucking around.
Like, when you say kitchen, are you talking about like an auction kitchen table or something new?
No, it's not new. It's old. Found it on Marketplace, but it looks almost exactly like it's got the same vibe as like the Vanity, but it's also it was kind of meant to be. I didn't find it. It was found for me.
Mhm.
Appreciate it. But it's got crocodile skin seats. It's like it was meant to be, and
it
it's
was meant to be.
the legs, the top to it is
Mhm.
like stained wood. The bottom's chalk paint black, and like the chairs are all chalk paint black.
Oh, man, that'll be perfect with Vanity.
It's like calling to me.
Calling to you.
Yeah.
This every you haven't found I feel like every furniture that you buy, it calls to you.
Yeah, like I'm not fuck it, dude. I got this thing in my head, man. I'm not accepting shit in my life that I don't want. I don't want filler stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want a fucking like. Obviously, with some things, I kind of just gotta accept it. I need this thing. Like a fucking my truck. It's not the exact truck I'd like to have. My vehicle isn't exactly what I'd like to have. There is like I got a vision. But it's the truck I got, the truck I need. For the moment. But like with some shit, like a couch, I don't need a fucking couch, dude. And I refuse to have one that's just taking up space just because I need a couch.
You know, when you were talking about the table and everything in my head, I was thinking, I can't wait for this to be done so we can kind of like show people what it is. And then I start thinking, it's going to be 20 years.
That's never going to be done.
No.
I'll get done and then I'll be like, this needs to be changed.
Or you'll die.
Yeah.
I'll probably be dead before it gets fucking done.
Yeah. It's all right. I don't really give a fuck. It's my world. But anyways, yeah, like I got this thing where it's like, I don't want shit. I don't want just filler. I don't want something that's just there. I want to wait, and I'll wait for the thing that I want.
I mean, yeah, dude, I get that. You're not a kid anymore. I felt the same when I was a kid, wanted it then, want it now. And now it's like, even if I have something, like there's something that I bought a while ago that Megan swore that I was going to start going at it as soon as I got this thing. And I can't say what, but, and I'm like, no, this isn't how this works. This is a time and a place. This has to be a buildup, because once it gets there, whew, it's fucking mind blowing.
All right. Y'all don't know this, and he doesn't want to share, but it was one of those realistic sex dolls.
Maybe. Dude, I haven't had sweets in like a month and a half.
What are you down?
40 pounds.
40 pounds?
40 pounds.
Still working out?
So I just started working out again. All right. My weights that I got from my brother-in-law for Christmas and my birthday, like years ago.
Yeah.
The cement ones.
Yeah.
I just recently started lifting those in the backyard, and I only want to do it when it's scorching hot. I want to do it in the sun. I want to do it when it's warm, and I want to get my sweat on, because I feel like I've been lacking on that. You know, going from where we were working to doing what I'm doing now, where I'm basically sitting at a desk, air conditioning, really comfortable. I miss that uncomfortable feeling of being soaking wet.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got to start doing something. That's what I'm doing. I'm just, push-ups, some dumbbell kind of workouts, shit like that. Or I'll like do squats with, I've got, kettlebell. I got a kettlebell one too.
Yeah.
Doing that shit. Now I'm not doing it every day, because I did notice that I was getting sore, and I think it's because the weights are a little bit too much, and I'm getting old, man. It's hard to bounce back. So I'm doing it like every 2 days, basically.
You know that soreness is good, right?
I understand that. But last time when I was going to the gym during our little thing, I went every day, and I fucking hurt myself. And I'm like, I don't want to do that again. It's a buildup. But, like I've got an idea. Like I want to start going up to the park here over at Ritter Park, and I'm going to time myself walking around the park, right? Just normal pace. And then every day I want to get faster. I want to beat that time, right? Until the point where I'm doing maybe some jogging. You know what I mean? I'm like, just something. I need to start pushing myself to be a little uncomfortable, because I do miss that. I miss sweating. I don't feel right. It feels weird to me to be in a comfortable setting in air conditioning, just feeling cool.
I was hearing about you talk about like being at the desk, not sweating, and trying to get moving and more mobile, all that bullshit. I was listening to this podcast, and they was talking about this. It's a new category of I really don't know how to describe it, but it's like a new description of like lifestyle, like as far as activity level, and they was talking about this new categorization called active sedentary. People who have jobs that don't require physical activity. Like maybe they're just at a desk or just rest. I'm going to say resting because that's my language, but I just mean not like super physical.
I mean, you are resting.
Fucking not really. Kind of not really.
Mentally, not necessarily, but
yeah, but you
physically.
You can still like I think if you're like people operating on like a high brain like function, like they're using their brain intensely, like they did this study on people like chess champions, and they burn as much calories playing chess as somebody doing a workout. I don't know how the fuck they tracked it, dude. I just got to trust the shit.
I don't believe that for a second.
You ain't got to.
Okay, I believe it in the way of now the shit that I'm doing, I care so much about it that I don't even think about eating, which has helped me with my weight loss because I'm not eating as much.
Well, like if your brain's like you working, like it's not the same kind of work. It's not work that you see. I mean, it still requires energy to process information. A computer
I don't know.
still requires electrical, like it still consumes energy at like a big rate, depending on the computing level, or how much it's required to work. It still burns a significant amount of energy. But yeah, like your body, your brain's no different. Like it still burns calories to work. But anyways,
I've got to look into
Google
this. I have to. Because to me, like, I'm not saying what you're saying is bullshit. This is the one thing.
just Google.
No. I'm going to fucking say it because it just doesn't mentally compute. No shit. So, okay. I just started putting, can you burn calories by, and then fill in the blank, where you just options pop up. Thinking. Yes, thinking burns calories because your brain constantly runs on glucose. However, it's not enough for weight loss.
No, at like a regular operating level. But
Yeah,
that's
okay.
why I said like they was like talking about chess champions, and like depending on the workout, it's not significant enough to make up for absolutely terrible habits. But if you're like a normal person, like it could be your workout in a way.
That is fucking fascinating to me.
Yeah. But
That's
anyways,
pretty cool.
these motherfuckers was talking about this active sedentary shit, and like people who sit at a desk and like it's not like a high functioning shit, high brain functioning shit, work. I mean, if they sit at a desk all day, but they still go to the gym, a lot of those people report difficulties still losing weight. And it's because like your body, even though you're working out a little bit in the evening, it's not making up for the lack of activity throughout your day. And what they was suggesting, and I don't remember all the specifics. It'd be something you'd have to look into further. And it's been a while since I heard this shit, but they was saying that like it's something like you got to get up every hour and do like so much actual activity. Like I think they were saying like a good one was do like a couple sets of 10 body weight squats and just get up and crank out like 10, 20, 30 body weight squats every hour and just like get your body moving and doing something, and then your evening workout will help combat that shit. But this whole thing had to do with people that were working these jobs where they're sitting at a desk all day, but then they go to the gym in the evening, and even if they work out really hard, they're still experiencing issues and losing weight. And like this was a good way to combat it and keep their body moving and burning.
I'm gonna start doing that because it's nothing to do a few sets of bodyweight squats.
You could literally
every
doing
hour.
it during like a gaming session, fucking loading the screens, bang out like a set of 20, then fucking do your workout. Same at work. If your screen's loading, buffering, whatever, you're waiting on something, getting ready to go get a coffee, fucking bang out a set of squats, fucking.
I think it's a good idea. I've been, for the most part, it's just if I'm here at home working on stuff, it'll be like every day at noon, I'll take Hank for a walk kind of deal. I mean, it's not really enough, but it's something better than nothing. I gotta get up and do something.
Yeah.
I just can't.
But still, dude, like you're already on like a very good path. 40 pounds is very respectable.
I mean, and that was just cutting out carbs and sugar,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been nice. It's been, dude, it feels so good. Like just those 40 pounds. Well, hell, even at 30 pounds, I could feel a difference in my energy level, happiness. I mean, dude, even sex. Holy shit.
Dude, that's what I was telling. I've told people before. That's like a lot of the reason I hate going above 200 pounds. Like I feel a difference. It's like a couple extra breaths I got to take.
Yep.
And I notice it. I'm like, hold up. Getting a little fluffy. We're getting a little too fluffy here. So yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
That makes sense. You sent this fucking video of this dude talking about getting married to fucking mannequins. And I didn't get to watch the whole thing. I didn't watch the whole thing. I was working out whenever I started watching it, but I watched enough. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this place? You want to run over it real quick?
So yeah, dude, basically he's just sitting next to his mannequin, his wife.
Does he say her name?
I don't remember.
I don't recall either.
The detail that I remember listening to is the one we were just talking about. But this guy's talking about how someone posted something negative, and he's responding to it. Little box in the corner of whatever the dude said, and he basically, I think it was about is it legal to get married to a mannequin in the state of Michigan? And then he goes on talking about, no, he's like, but it is legal in Ohio.
We actually had to go all the way down to Ohio to get married. And no, not the state of Ohio, the country of Ohio. The country of Ohio is pretty much south of Ohio, right there where West Virginia, Kentucky, and Ohio meet. It's a small country, and you could marry mannequins there.
And I saw that, and I'm like, fuck, not only is this dude a fucking weirdo, but he had to come down to the tri-state to get married? Like, what? Did he go?
We need to do some research and see if you can get married to, because we're in the tri-state.
To an inanimate object?
Yeah. I feel like the world would be a better place if those cunts could marry inanimate objects. I feel like we should let those guys entertain that.
Well, it's funny you were saying that, because I was almost thinking the same thing. I'm like, that's a guy that I wouldn't want to actively be friends with. But let's say we're at the old job and that guy goes to work there, right? And we're all shooting the shit and he's talking about his wife. And then like weeks later, we find out his wife's a mannequin, right? Do you stop talking to the guy and working with the guy? Like, fuck that guy.
No, dude.
No.
I want to meet his wife. I want to meet this motherfucker's wife. I want to hit on her. I want to hit on her and see how far he takes this shit.
Dude, I'm telling you, she's not going to be interested in you. He's going to be like, go ahead. I don't care.
She's not going to talk to you. She only talks to me.
Dude, what if he's a cuckold for his mannequin wife?
How?
Like, he just sits in a fucking chair in the corner while like he has some fucking dude come over and just plow the mannequin. Like, maybe he's got a fleshlight, like where the vagina goes.
Dude.
And it's just like, and oh my God. And then afterward, he just pulls it out, unscrews the top, and drinks it like a fucking cup of coffee.
Fuck, dude. Why'd you have to?
Hey, man, if we're going balls deep in mannequin fucking and being a cuckold, I'm going to go.
You added all this extra shit, dude. We were just talking about mannequins and marrying them.
I'm just simply saying.
Feel like I feel like those stories need to exist. Also, like that's after you went on that spiel of like, what if that guy works? So like those stories should exist first. Second, I feel like those are the kind of cunts that go crazy. And I feel like they ain't hurting anybody else by marrying their pillow, their mannequin, whatever. I just let them have their thing.
Dude, I couldn't agree more, man. I really feel that way.
Or maybe they have to fight for it.
They got to fight for their...
Yeah, if you really want to fucking get married, dude, you got to fight for it. It'd be bullshit for like the gay rights movement and all that shit that they had to fight that hard in this country to get the right to get married. And people we just give it to them. You just get to get married to your mannequin. No, you got to fight for it. We want to see some parades.
There's 3 guys going through Huntington with a parade of 3 other mannequins.
There is. If that became a movement, there would probably be a lot of people attached to it just because they want to be attached to things. There's probably a lot of people that would just attach them just because they want attention and to be attached to things. Their moment in the spotlight.
You are right. I'm not going to say you're not wrong. I'm going to say you're right.
I know I'm right, dude.
Yep. People that have nothing to do with it just be like, oh, good for you, honey. But at the same time, yeah, you're right. Those people are fucking batshit crazy. All right, Ryan Gosling, going back to him. There was a movie about him in this small town, right? I think he lost his entire family. He's just basically like a recluse where they just stay inside all the time. They don't really get out.
Yeah.
Well, they try setting...
Or a hermit, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Is there a difference?
I don't think there is. I think recluse, hermit is basically the same thing. I think recluse is more of the technical term where hermit's more of the slang.
Okay.
So
I accept that.
So in the movie, they're trying to set him up and he has no interest. And then all of a sudden he gets this like a real doll. It's not even a mannequin. It's like one of the fuck dolls, right?
They've made a movie about this?
Yes. All right. And it's so funny because like, the whole community at first, they're like, what the fuck? And like, he lost his parents, I think, in a fire or something. Like, some traumatic shit happened. But all of a sudden, the whole community, like, just turns it around and they just accept them. And they even, like, they're going to get married. They throw him a bachelor party. They throw her a bachelorette party. Like a bunch of the women get her together and she's like, he dresses her nice and classy and shit. Like, you know, like what you'd picture a small town girl next door churchgoer, you know, good girl.
Did they
would
have
look like.
strippers at the bachelorette party?
I don't remember that part of it. I think it was. I'd have to rewatch the movie.
If so, like the whole cuckold fucking mannequin thing played out already.
I mean, that's true.
Are you stealing ideas, dude?
Yeah, dude.
You're an idea thief.
Totally steal this idea. Yeah. God damn it, Buck. I just didn't have to even bring this movie up. I could have been it would have been an original idea.
What do you remember the name of it?
Lars and the Real Girl. Lars and the Real Girl, 2007, is a heartwarming comedy drama starring Ryan Gosling.
Hold up. 2007, dude, they're so ahead of times.
They saw this shit coming.
Yeah, dude. Man, I wonder if the motherfuckers that made The Simpsons made this.
I don't think so. I mean,
I'm being a smartass because they predict the future.
Oh, see, you're good. You're good. You're clever. I love that. Yeah, Lars, an awkward, shy young man with deep-seated social anxiety. To the shock of his family, Lars brings home a life-size anatomical doll named Bianca, whom he treats as his real breathing human girlfriend. Oh yeah, dude, Bianca.
But does she got blonde hair?
No, she's a brunette in the movie.
Okay, that fits.
Yeah, I'll show you a image of it. And dude, it was actually.
Dude, back then, dude, I don't think sex dolls was that good.
Oh no, they've been good for years, bro. I remember watching like Real Sex on HBO in the 90s, and they had these things.
Really?
And they're the exact same. I mean, granted, maybe there's some vibration to it now, or like, you know, fleshlights have come out to where they could do something like that. But I think I think they've always been the same.
Dude, I thought people's only options was blow up dolls until like recently, then the realistic sex dolls come out.
Oh no, man, they've been around for a long time. Yep.
I thought I knew the world very well.
No, this crazy's been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
But like, put yourself in that situation of being at work and you find out about something like this. Like, yeah, like, how do you like? I don't even.
Dude,
know
I'm just
how
gonna
to
be.
act.
I'm just gonna like tell it. Like I'd be working next to him, and he'd be like, "Who you texting?" or something like that would come up, and I'd be like, "Bianca."
me and Bianca got a little text thread going on.
Yeah, we got like a little group chat
Like-
with Zoe and make up some other sex doll's name.
Do they like? Yeah, do they get jealous? I mean,
I get
you
a-
gotta
I
imagine
would
it'd be
get-
some of both, right?
I would buy one as well and kind of play into it. I'd be like, "Let's go on a double date."
See, but you're talking. See, but you're just saying how he's crazy, and you don't want to mess with him, but you're messing with him, and that could turn him into killing.
No. Messing with him while he's allowed to do the thing, I don't think will make him shoot the place up. But if you make him, if you're like, no, you can't have that, and you can't do that, you can't get married, I think that's what makes those fuckers crazy.
And it's fair, but they're still crazy in there, and boy,
Honestly, if
I don't know if I'd want to tiptoe down that fucking tightrope.
But you sent another thing too that was kind of funny: the bird cages for babies.
Yeah. So found this little article back in the 20s to 30s. They were putting cages, New York City, like skyscrapers, were putting their babies out in these little cages on like out the window of these skyscrapers.
I wonder what the product advertisement looked like.
The
Was there one on it?
I think it was like this way your baby could get fresh air in the Big Apple or some
That's
shit
a
like
bold, Fresh air is a bold statement in the Big
that.
Apple.
That's true, but in the 20s,
No, yeah, they had chimney sweeper kids.
yeah, that's true. Well, either way, I think that's how they advertised it. But my question to you was, is this considered nerfing the world or not?
I think it's a mix.
And that's what I mean, right? Because if it nerfing the world would be making the cage, without the nerfing would just be like, just let the window open, sit your baby next to it and hope for the best.
Well, the kids are in a cage already. It's a cage in a cage. So I don't know that it's nerfing. Like these are little babies
Yeah.
and they're in a cage already being the crib.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then they just made bedding there too. But
the amount of
I wish I had a
trust.
picture of me as a baby in one of these.
it would make a lot of sense.
This fucking baby is in a cage, probably 1,000 feet up on this fucking skyscraper, and it's so much more badass.
It's so much
He's
more.
just sleeping.
Yeah, but yeah, because he don't fucking know.
I don't know that
He or she don't know.
I don't know that you can call this nerfing. Because it's like a coin toss too. Because like there's so many variables, like who installed it and all that shit.
And
like
that's
you could be getting ready to kill your baby.
the fucking trust that you have to have in a company that makes these things, that you are gonna put your newborn baby in this fucking thing several 100 feet up in the fucking air, basically. That's some brass ball. I couldn't do it.
Dude, I just went to that page. It's the page on Instagram is called Terrifying History.
Mm.
And there's this one, it's like a haunting photograph. Here's the description. Haunting photograph taken during the Battle of Flers Courcelette in 1916, and is believed to show a British soldier suffering from what became known as shell shock. After months of relentless artillery fire, trench warfare, exhaustion, and constant fear, many soldiers reached a psychological breaking point. Some became unable to speak, others trembled uncontrollably, while many stared blankly into space, completely detached from reality. At the time, very little was understood about combat trauma. Thousands of men suffering from these symptoms were accused of cowardice rather than recognized as psychologically wounded. The battle itself became one of the bloodiest phases of the Somme offensive and also marked the first use of tanks in warfare, a turning point in modern industrialized war. Today, images like this remain some of the clearest reminders that not all wounds from war are visible. Dude, this fucking image of this guy is nuts. Look at this.
Oh yeah, he's definitely what the cheese has slid off his cracker.
Absolutely.
Yep. Yeah, that is.
I'm gonna deep dive that fucking Instagram page. That
war's hell, man. I
Yeah.
mean, but really, okay, we were talking about how
holy fuck.
our grandfathers and our fathers, we should all say thanks to them for all the hard work they did, right? Because they probably did harder work than what we did. But like war, do you really feel like it's gotten any fucking better?
I don't know.
Because I mean, man, you're seeing people fucking die left and right.
I don't even know that I can speak on it. This one is kind of crazy.
A photograph taken at 11:30 a.m. on September 11, 2001, minutes after both towers collapsed. Yeah, that's pretty fucking crazy. Yeah. I mean,
what's crazy, the craziest part to me is like I was just in the 6th grade whenever that shit happened. I just got out of school early. I was because like my mom come and got me. It was kind of the moment of all that shit's not funny, but my moment in that moment was funny because my mom come and got me and was like, they might be attacking, we might be going to war, and I'm like, they're gonna bomb a fucking middle school in Jacksonville, Florida, in the ghetto. Like, that's not happening.
no shit.
But
We got nothing to worry about. We're
Yeah.
so safe right here.
yeah, like at the time I was going to school off Dunn Ave in Jacksonville, and yeah, I'm like, they're not fucking bombing this school, but hell yeah, I'll take my day out of school. But what's crazy about this for me is seeing that photo reminds me. I think it was in 2011. I was working a job at a steel mill. I was a storeroom guy. And on my night shifts, dude, I would just surf YouTube all fucking night. And I remember I went down this 9/11 rabbit hole. And I started watching a bunch of videos from whenever it happened. And back then, YouTube was a lot less regulated. And I found these videos. They were just like real people's camera angles on the ground, even close to the tower when the towers collapsed. And like, I watched so many of these fucking videos. And then I went out of the rabbit hole. I went down a different rabbit hole and time went by. And like, it was probably like 10 years later or so, I tried finding them again. Like 2019, somewhere in there. I tried finding these videos again and I couldn't find them anymore. And then there were several times I'd go back and like it would come up in my mind and I'm like trying to find them couldn't find these videos, and I just assumed that whoever uploaded them, maybe they canceled their account, they got deleted, some shit. The videos are gone.
Mm.
If you remember back, do you remember back during COVID when they did the shutdown? There was a short period of time where people started talking about, dude, you can search anything on YouTube and it's coming up. It's not like the filters, the behind the scenes filtering isn't that strong right now. You can find all kinds of shit on YouTube that was like hidden, like deeper into the search bar, like shit that wouldn't come up is now coming up.
Mm.
And I found those fucking videos again. But then I haven't been able to find them since. And there was some very specific ones that was like some fucked up videos, dude. But it was just kind of crazy. Like seeing that image reminded me of that. Do you not remember that? Like
2019
no. It was like 2020, like whenever the shutdown happened during COVID. There was like I don't know if nobody was in the office at YouTube or what the fuck, but some of their like filtering, like there was this conspiracy, I guess, going around online that where there wasn't people working, like you could find shit on YouTube for a period of time and then it went away.
I was not aware of that.
Oh.
So, but I do, I mean, it just kind of makes sense in a way. Less censorship, I guess.
All right. It's probably a good time to kill it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and end it.
All right. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. This is Matters Not. Chris and Buck. Take it easy. Peace. Booyaka.